Yeah, as far as food goes, it's like when I'm thinking back, I'm like, it was very simple. I don't recall. I don't even recall what I ate.
You know, one of the questions I had going back to slabs was, what was some of the coolest structures you've seen? Like,
Not
like
a lot
homes.
of cool structures. My
just-
friend Austin did some amazing stuff with pellets. He did some amazing stuff with pellets. The guy's a genius. He's also freaky, but he's a genius.
Yeah.
He did a pellet home, where he created a baffle system with the winds, no matter which direction they were coming from. The house was huge. It was it looked like a ship, basically, but no matter which direction the wind would come through, it would baffle through as it went down, deeper down underground, and ventilated the whole thing. And it was 3 stories up with a ventilation system that
3
spiraled.
stories? Jesus.
Yes, spiraled through the sun. Like I said, it looked
And
like
he dug down.
it looked like a
underground?
ship, yes. And then he had, for the worst climate, worst of the summer, he had this basement dug down about 10 feet.
Yeah.
And he would keep it moist. He had a water drip system that he had hooked up. Again, this guy was a genius.
Yeah.
A lot of people had water drip systems and dug down ground with carpet, and the water would drip and keep the carpet constantly wet.
Yeah.
And then they had, like, one of my good friends, I love what he did. See, how did he do it? He pulled his van, he pulled the windshield washer
Motor.
whole apparatus out and set that up to spray
Yeah.
and keep carpet wet. He did that mostly for his dog, though, to keep his dog okay for the summer.
Yeah.
But he himself just dealt with the heat. You just keep yourself wet.
Well, where the fuck did they get the water? How did they set the water up?
Out of the canal with, they had the, the big, what do you call them? The tanks in the metal
Yeah.
dealio? Yeah.
Just put them up
water
for
tanks.
gravity?
Yeah.
Oh. And just have a constant drip. Just doop,
Yeah.
doop, doop.
That's what I had for my chicken and my dog.
Yeah, they like a swamp cooler kind of.
Yeah.
I forget what they call it. Yeah.
You know what? More important than anything is just your mental attitude. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot. It's like cold. It's fucking cold. Like, stop fighting it. Stop trying to pretend like it isn't. It's fucking hot. You know? And to me, it was like, you just, like, don't get all crazy about whatever you're going through, no matter what it is in life. Don't get crazy about what you're going through. Just look at it and go, whoa, okay. All right.
Deal with it.
This is what is. It's not this and it's not that. It's this. Deal with it.
Yeah.
And, your body is amazing in terms of regulation of temperature. Your body does amazing shit if you just don't freak the fuck out. It's like I was watching this video about hypothermia, and like most people freak out, and that's why they freeze to death.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ways around. You fall through some ice, it's okay. It's cold. It's fucking cold. It's just like when your sister broke her arm in Uruguay. The doctor's like, I know in America, pain is not okay, and you people want to stop pain, but it's a natural occurrence. She broke her bone. It hurts. It's not going to hurt forever. It will heal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no shit, huh?
Yeah.
So that's what I told her. I said, Jess, you're not going to get anything for pain. You broke your bone. Ow. It hurts. But every day it's going to hurt less. And I mean, they drilled through her elbow and put a pin through it, and she was in traction because she broke it so close. It was like barely, almost on the joint itself. They had to put a pin through it and have it in traction so it could heal. This kid went through that whole thing without any pain relievers, not even aspirin.
I could have swore when they drilled my tooth, they didn't give me any pain medication either.
Maybe not.
I remember just crying. I was like, oh God, fucking this hurts.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I mean, I've had Novocaine, not Novocaine. Sometimes you need more Novocaine. Sometimes it's not totally numbed.
Yeah.
You kind of have to let them know.
That's a whole nother fucking conversation with Uruguay.
Yes, it is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And everything else.
And everything else in between.
Whew.
Was there anything summed up about living in the desert or Slab City and freedom or anything like that you want to conclude it with?
I'm sure there would be at another time. Right now, it's like, to me, it's like I miss it very much, and I don't miss it at all.
Yeah.
But the longer I'm away from that freedom, and the longer I'm in this system, the more I realize that I'd rather be free or die.
Yeah.
This is death.
And maybe that's worth it. It's worth all the
Sometimes,
the shit.
This is death. This is death to my creativity, to my soul, to my spirit, conforming to what the wealthy people call life. I hate it. I really hate it, and it's not conducive to my spirit.
Is it not even the wealthy though? It's even the middle class and the poor trying to act to
right,
keep
but
the
affluence
shit
sets
show
the
up.
pace. You have to admit, affluence in society sets the pace. Everybody wants to be that rich person, so they're going to pretend and try to get as close as they can because they think that's arriving at where you want to be.
Well, I guess what makes me laugh though is the people are not rich, and you're nowhere even near rich, and you're acting like you're trying to look the part and act the part, like you're trying to achieve something, like. And that's where I wonder, like, some of these people that we spoke of that are they're not dumb people.
Yeah.
You know, they give a shot, but they, at some point, that each individual would look and go, when's enough? Enough is enough. Look, I've been pushed around. I've gone through this shit. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Where the fuck do you go? Well,
Right.
maybe you can go to Slab City. Maybe you just go live on the streets.
Like I said, I would be in Slab City,
Yeah.
but that summer heat hits. It ain't no joke. And I got through it once, and I have no desire to go through it again. If it wasn't for that extreme heat, just like going other places in this country, I would go there in a heartbeat. But if it wasn't for that extreme cold, what did Grant say, 35 below?
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck no.
So
He's
I'm
like,
saying,
it's quiet out here. I'm like, yeah, because every
Everybody's
fucking
dead.
word you say freezes and falls to the fucking ground. Nobody can hear you.
It gets real quiet when everybody around you freezes to death.
Let's ice fish.
It gets quiet in the desert at 130 too, because nobody can fucking move. Yeah, the crime rate drops way the fuck down too, because everybody's dead.
Everything drops.
Everything drops. Your metabolism, your desire to be alive, your love of life. Yeah, extreme cold and extreme heat. Like, you got to be ready for it. You've got to be in a situation where you're ready for it and you're okay. Like I said, I dealt with the heat in the desert, but it wasn't my situation either. And I'm not saying I'd do it again. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'd do it differently.
Yeah.
In the right circumstances, I've told you, I don't know how many times, it's like, in the right circumstances, I could be anywhere. I could do anything.
Yeah. Same here.
You know, like
I could do the cold. In Oregon,
Yeah.
I'd wear my cowboy hat. I'd wear a t-shirt with just my my rain jacket because it was pure plastic. It would keep me warm.
Yeah.
And I'd go out there, and then I noticed, like, when it would start hailing and stuff, it would hurt my hands. So I'd put some gloves on, and I'm like, and I'd go hiking.
Well, you also learn, that's an intentional, voluntary situation to go hiking. I did the same. When you have to work in it,
Well, it
that's
wasn't just
another
hiking.
story. So I'm saying you set yourself up.
Yeah.
If you live somewhere long enough, you adapt.
Yeah.
And you make sure that you got your ass covered. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I like how they said that most prisoners, people that go to jail, they actually get out of their cell and they actually miss it. They get, like, from so many years, they get adapted to it.
Yeah.
And then they get set free and they're like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. I want to go back. I got to commit a crime so that I can go back to it. Just the point I'm making on that is very peculiar, is that
Humankind's adaptability.
if you can adapt to a fucking, living in what most people consider their bathroom, like that's your living space, then we can adapt to fucking pretty much anything.
I love that.
Is it the best?
I love that you were, like, put us right there with prisoners, because that makes me feel really secure about myself.
Well, I'm telepathic and I know what your future is.
Hey, that's what I got to do to write a book. Who do I have to kill? Get 3 squares in a bed so I can write a fucking book. God damn it. I've actually told people that have interviewed the shit out of me out there in Slab City, because a lot of people interviewed me out there. There's a lot of videos out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yeah, I go, this is where, if you want to be an artist, this is what you have to do. You have to go extreme if you want to be an artist. I'm here to write a book, which I was. It didn't happen, but that's what I went there for.
Yeah.
That was my major goal. I'm like, it's either I move to somewhere like Slab City that's fucking nuts, or I go kill someone and go to prison. Otherwise, because our country does not support art or artists. So you have to do something extreme to have the freedom to do your art.
Yeah.
You know, which I still didn't even do that. I know.
It's in the workings.
Loser. It's in the workings, right? It's in the oven.
Still cooking. You cut the chip off.
It hasn't even left the grocery store in that term. Jesus, let's just get real here.
No, it's just the leftover stuff that we haven't, we chopped the fine. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna shut up before I get punched in the face.
No, I wouldn't punch you in the face. It's late. I'm tired. I don't have the energy. I might in the morning, though. Be careful.
I don't know, man. What the fuck would we, where's the place? What's the setting that we could do to get the fuck out of here?
No, you know what I would do? I would love to do what other people I've seen do, is like Slab City, for example. They go to Slab City, they might be there an hour. They might be there a week. They might be there for a couple of days. They might be there for a couple months. They go, I'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I'm the fuck out. Which I've done that. I've driven over there. I rolled in. The shortest term I've ever been in Slab City is I rolled in, got to the hot springs, went in the hot springs, looked around, got back in my car and came back here, which is 3.5 hours drive one way.
So you literally got out of your car, looked around, and got back in?
No, I got out of my car, I went in the hot springs. I parked at the hot springs. There was nobody there. The hot springs is way on the outskirts of Slab City. It's right where you go Salvation Mountain. You're about a mile. It's 2 miles, I think. Yeah, it's 2 miles from the hot springs to actual Slab City. So there's nobody out there. I was like, I got there, I got in the hot springs, I got out. I was in there for maybe 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever, because it's pretty, 104 is pretty hot, right? I got out and I just went, not feeling it, got back in my car and drove back. Or sometimes I got in the hot springs, went to sleep in my car. Sun was coming up, drove back home. Did that a couple times. Sometimes I went there and I was there for almost a month.
Yeah.
A couple weeks to a month. Just depended on who I was with and what my mood was. You know, so it's like I've gotten to know a lot more people since I started there, which is good and bad. Small towns. That's all I have to say, small towns. Anybody who knows small towns knows what I'm talking about.
Well, think about that, though. Of, like you said, a day, 2 days, a month. How many people have the
freedom to do that,
yeah,
right?
the freedom.
Right.
And that's like the basis of like my life's work, is like being able to have the freedom to do that. It's very difficult for me because of my kids.
Yes.
And my blind fucking dog.
Yep.
But yeah, how much we take for granted. We look, oh, life sucks, we can't get this. The people who can't even experience that once in their fucking lives.
Right.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's like I can, right this minute, get in my car and drive to Slab City for a few days. Literally for the life that I've created.
I could too for a few days.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, though, it's like, it's a reality.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. Not just Slab City, anywhere. I could just up and go somewhere. Or just not go anywhere for a few days, which I've been doing. It's like, that's what I love about my life. But it's hard to explain when friends and family live far and are like, come visit. It's like, I don't live that kind of life to make the extra income where the time off work is no big deal, but the airfare and everything else, like, no, I'm not going to break the bank. I always have money, but I don't have extra enough money to go just I'm just going to jaunt across the planet,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like, I mean, I can do it. I guess I can do it. So, there's sacrifices, obviously, in the lifestyle choices. Huge sacrifices. Living out in Slab City, not being able to get a hold of my family, and them to be able to get a hold of me, like there were things I fucking missed.
That was weird.
After a while, it was like, I just want to see a movie.
Yeah. That was weird when me and the girls were when we took off traveling, we were way out at the beach, at that secret
With
spot.
your daughters, yeah.
And there was no
make
cell
sure
phone,
make
no
sure you
nothing.
say daughters, because somebody's listening
girls,
to this.
yeah,
and
with
they're
my
like,
women, my bitches.
I done 2 bitches
Yeah.
at a time. No, this is you and your daughters.
But there was no communication. If somebody
Right?
died, something happened, there was nothing. It was what was really weird too is if something happened to us.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, man. That's when I looked at it, I was like, I'm not paranoid or anything, but I went, you know what, I should probably get one of those. I didn't even know they existed. I think it's called a satellite phone. So you can just call on satellite no matter where you're at.
Whatever you feel you need.
But there was tons of people there too. I'm sure, I had diapers being sent to me. Brought to me. I got water brought to me. I got wipes and then I gave like dog food to people and I love that community that sense when you get on the road. I miss that shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking.
So I'm saying about Slab City was the same way. Like I was one of the few people with a car.
Yeah.
So I'd go and just like make my rounds, made it known to people, I'm gonna go, at this particular time, anybody need anything, and pick up shit for everybody.
Yeah.
But then, it's like, okay, now I need a favor, get your ass over here.
What was that in that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where they were living on the island? Remember they were going to the place, he's like, does anybody need anything? He's like, and everybody's like, batteries.
Yeah.
I need AA fucking batteries now. The one's like, I need tampons.
Yeah, it was the beach.
Tampons, please. Yeah, the beach.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff that people are asking for. Chocolate. I need chocolate.
Living in Uruguay was the same way.
Yeah. Don't spoil that shit. That's a whole nother show.
A lot of people didn't know how to make a lot of things themselves. I knew how to make most everything myself.
Yeah.
But the chocolate, Brazilian chocolate, was like, Argentinian, Uruguayan chocolate.
Really?
It tasted like if you got the cheapest, shittiest chocolate you've ever had, melt it, re-solidify it about 15 times, and then leave it in a dark, cold, clammy place with some cockroaches. That was their
melt
chocolate.
a candle in it. For
God,
wax.
and then you get Brazilian chocolate, and you're like straight out of the jungle chocolate. You're like,
Oh
I could fuck to this.
yeah.
Like this is sex food right here.
Yeah.
Aphrodisiac.
God damn, since I'm not having sex, chocolate sounds good right now.
See what I'm
I
saying?
have chocolate ice cream bars. You want one?
Ooh.
Yeah, they're like these little fucking fudge chocolate bars. They're not very sweet. They're kind of light, but I like them.
I can force it down.
Oh yeah.
I can't have sex. I can at least have ice cream. Dude, you should see me. I buy a gallon of chocolate ice cream and I get in that with a spoon. I just sit there and sometimes I'll mow down half that motherfucker.
Wait, did you say ice cream or I scream?
Both.
Oh.
Just sit there with a spoon. It's pathetic. I didn't get this barrel of a belly by just thinking about it.
Fucking, oh my god, my movies.
That's what happens, though. That's what happens. You get older,
I
and
know.
you don't get none. No action.
Fuck,
I don't want none, but I don't get none either. I don't want none. I don't get none. So it's like, food.
I need to start working out my left arm because my right arm's gonna fucking start growing.
Popeye business going on, right?
What the fuck?
I know.
That motherfucker, he's stacked like a. What happened to his left arm?
That's the hard part
Is he
about
a
living in a
chemo
trailer.
fucking-
When the whole trailer starts moving with you, and you're just masturbating, Jesus. The neighbors are gonna wonder what's going on. I'm making jam.
We're making chocolate pudding.
I'm making jam. Apricot pineapple.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Yup.
Wait, what?
Scrambled eggs. Woo, woo.
Pinaple.
Getting religious. Jesus. The only time I ever call out God's name. He knows me. He made me. He knows me.
She says my name all the fucking time.
Why always like that though? With
She doesn't even believe in
with
me.
that
She's still
inner voice.
Yeah.
And Jesus.
all moist like that.
All moist and wet and panting.
So desperate.
Making me all crazy and shit.
Like I can't tell if she's talking or crying.
I don't know if she's happy or suffering. It just sounds so similar.
Is it joy or pain?
Hey, yeah.
Desperation?
Yeah.
Depression?
Just taking a shit, maybe.
And what
Can't
the
tell.
fuck's up with wiping the tears with the toilet paper?
I don't know what to do with that one. I broke the mold, and she was still in it, but she escaped. God damn it.
Who wipes their tears with toast?
Who doesn't?
And then eats it.
Who doesn't? Would be my question. I'll take that with an egg over easy.
I miss the road, man.
The Roadman? What was his name? That look, oh, Jesus. You really went there. That's just like so dumb.
I hope we're gonna get back on this year.
You know, one of the best,
Not the man.
one of the best
the road.
feelings ever to
Man.
me is when I'm moving, but more so when I'm just traveling, is just getting in the car and just driving, knowing, looking in the rearview mirror, going, "Bye,
Oh yeah.
I'm out of here." Like, even when I've gone to Slab City, there are times when I've gone to Slab City and in my mind is like one way, and then I'm just going to keep on going after that. Don't give a fuck. Walk away from it all.
I've
Okay,
done shit
ugh.
where I started driving, and I was like, I turned around and came back.
No, look,
I just like the freedom in general, where it's like,
my last trip to Slab City was that.
yeah.
I went through the mountains. I got halfway up into the mountains and turned around and came back, and I was like,
Yeah.
that felt good. And guess what? It's 11:30 at night. I'm fucking exhausted.
I'm gonna go home and go
I'm
to
so
bed.
fucking tired. I'm not even gonna make this trip. I'm so tired.
Well, see, that's what's fucked up about my truck. Is it's comfy in there.
Oh, my car's comfy too.
Oh.